Love.
Tracy, is that okay?
We are live.
Hey!
What's up, everybody?
How you doing, everybody out there? Girls Gone Green is live now.
We are
Hey.
live right now. Finally,
Yeah, I have
we
a
are
question.
live.
I have a question, Donovan.
Sure, ask me
Are
any
we
question.
on Tracy Lock Live?
Oh, we are on
Tracy Lock Comedy.
Tracy Lock Comedy. We are on Tracy Lock's.
So
Yeah, we're on Tracy Lock.
All right, excellent, excellent. Because this
We
is
are
so
on
nice.
Tracy Lock Girls Gone Green. Yes, we are on Tracy Lock Comedy page. We are on Donovan Comedy page. We are coming to you from Camp Quarantine. We are coming to you from Girls Gone Green. We are coming to you on Twitch, and we are also on YouTube, on Girls Gone Green, and on Donovan Comedy. We pretty much are everywhere.
And we are Girls Gone Green. Coming to you live from quarantine.
That's right.
Go ahead, Sherry. Hit that high note.
Girls Gone Green. I'm here.
Wow. Sherry did it. You know what? Girls Gone Green. Sherry Freed is in the house.
What's up?
Number 5, baby. Number 5-time visitor.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, Sherry, but I put you as Dame Sherry Freed.
I did notice that, yeah.
You're moving up.
I could change your name to Dame Sherry. We have already people coming in. Let me tell you, Mike Crow Handsome.
Oh, handsome Mike Crow.
Mike Crow Handsome. He wrote
handsome.
Mike Crow is handsome. Andrew Ian Adams says, hey, girls.
Hey, Andrew.
Frank, good evening, Green Gone Girls. And then Denise says, hey. Denise Greco.
Denise.
What up, Denise?
All right. Sherry Freed, move your computer over and get centered and get that gorgeous face in there. You're too far away. It's like I'm talking to you from far away.
That's because I'm not on Facebook watching this.
I know, but you're a teacher. You've been doing this virtual stuff. You know now, girl.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. How's life? How's the teaching life going?
Oh,
Sherry, Dame Sherry.
We're just waiting to hear the news like every other teacher in America.
Let's give it up for all the teachers in America, ladies and gentlemen, who are doing their jobs like warriors that they are. They're normally warriors, but now they have all this crap dumped on top of them with the unknown of, hey, guess what? We don't know where we're going to be, and you don't know either. And Dr. Nieves is in the house, and he knows why.
Dr. Nieves is in the house.
Those schools.
Woo! Denise Greco, she's gorgeous.
Yes,
Frank
she
Simon,
is. Frank, what's up? Andrew.
We got Andrew.
Andrew, you're going to be on this show damn soon. Mike Crow is
you are.
handsome. There he is.
And Mike Crow is handsome.
Handsome Mike Crow.
Yay, teachers. We got we got a yay teachers from Dr. Nieves.
Yay, teachers. We love you. We love our teachers. And seriously, thank you for all that you do. And I'm sorry that you're dealing with this. And hopefully you will know within the next couple of days which way you're going.
One way.
Or another. You're gonna find out. They're gonna let you know. Oh, that might be the next video I do. I like that.
I would like a little credit for that. Can I get a little credit for the...
Donna V's footnoted.
Donna, she's gonna have to wear pink pigtails if she's gonna note you.
That's right.
Yeah, one way. Oh, that's good. So Sherry, we are so excited because you are
virtual or in person. Sorry.
Because of one orange person, is that what you said?
No, I said virtual or in person.
Oh, I thought you said because of one orange person.
Now that's your version. Me, I'm love and light and peace, and I don't give a shit.
I know. I don't even know where that came from. That's what I really heard. Okay.
Donna, did you use a lot of chemicals today? What's going on?
I know, I cursed.
Hey-oh. We'll have a buzzer. But you're in charge of your own buzzer. So, Sherry, because you've been a guest so many times on Girls Gone Green, and you are a teacher, and you are going for your second master's, I thought I would throw you a really big loop and make you be a bunch of characters tonight. So
I think I'm ready for it.
You got your character list. Donna, she's playing 4 different characters.
And
wow.
I have my hats right here, all next to me, ready to go.
Okay, good.
Nice.
You have everything ready. And
who am I tonight? I'm Candy, of course.
Donna, you're Candy and you're the officer. Okay, that's all
I
you need
love
to
it.
know.
I'm the officer and a candy.
Oh, Mary Jean is still on the
Jean
beach.
is on the beach.
On the way to Cape May.
Mary Jean, did
Mary
you
Jean
read Night Night
is in
Stories?
Cape May. She's at Little Lobster House, and I'm jealous because she's eating all the lobster. Yeah, Mary
exactly.
Jean, Cape May is my happy place. I am just,
Like the teacher in car.
That's right. John Harris, what's up?
John Harris is in the building.
Oh,
Nice
yeah,
to see you,
John.
John.
John, you're gonna love this old time radio show. Shit, oh no.
The tear just it's the that's
Frank.
terrible.
Poor Frank. Well, we're going to cheer you guys all up with this because last week, if you remember, the Candy Matson PI, Mary Allen, what's up? Mary Allen.
What's up, Mary?
Candy Matson PI she solved some mysteries and she's going to solve some more tonight.
Oh, she
And
is.
we got such great reaction from that character. People loved Candy Matson. So we're going to keep Candy going. And the fact that we were able to get Oscar award-winning Dame Sherry Freed to be here with us tonight. She's a master of accents as well as characters.
Deception.
She's going to bring a lot to this role. These roles, not
Such
this role.
Such pressure.
No pressure at all. I just
No
know
pressure.
what you're capable of. We know what you're capable of. You're what? What'd she say? She's going to go get Andy.
Hi, guys.
Oh, Candy. Tonight, I don't know. Are these hearing aids or headphones? I don't know what's happening. Okay, so are you guys ready? Are you going to get into your first character?
Thank you, Christopher S. Strite. Oh, my God. Yeah. Great morning reading. Great job, ladies. What's up? I hope your aunt's doing better in the hospital.
Christopher S. Wright, how are you
shirts
feeling?
on?
I feel like every time I see Christopher S. Wright, there's something wrong. I hope you're good.
No.
I hope you're well. I hope
He's going to be fine. I wish him love and light. He's okay.
Okay, good. All right. So, are you all ready? Are you the actors ready? Actors, are you ready? You're prepared? La 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 la. You're an actor, Sherry. Okay. So, okay. Hold on. Let me get into character.
Get some sounds together.
Donna, you got some water? Because you got some long readings today, my friend.
I didn't even look.
You don't even
look
know.
at her.
You don't even know. Okay. Are we ready? Ladies and gentlemen, I look like Carrot Top. Do I not look
No,
like
you look
Carrot
like
Top?
Little Up and Annie. I'd adopt you if I had money.
All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take you in the Wayback Machine to December 19th, 1949.
49.
For the series Candy Matson, and the show is Jack Frost.
Okay. Hello, Yukon 2-8209. Yes, this is Candy Matson.
Give it all to Candy, she'll take it. She can take the world and make it. Candy Matson's gonna be so great. Doing it her way. She's the best candy girl. And she'll be in a swirl. She'll solve your problems. That's Candy Matson. The National Broadcasting Company presents Candy Matson, Yukon 2-8209. Candy, over here.
What? Why, Myra Fisher, what are you doing here in a department store with your work clothes on?
I work here. I'm a wage slave.
Well, I must say, you looks good. What do you slave at?
I'm head of advertising and promotion.
Well, quite a spot, girl.
Well, it was until this morning.
Oh.
Yeah, my neck is in the fire.
What do? Forget to proofread one of your ads?
Nothing so trivial, dear, believe me. But I'm so glad I bumped into you.
Oh, maybe you'll just change your mind when I tell you what I've been shoplifting.
No, Candy, I'm serious. Could you spare a moment and come up to my office?
Why, sure. And wipe that frown off your brow. It's wrinkling your makeup.
Well, yours would be wrinkling too if you had a missing Santa Claus helper on your hands.
Oh!
Dun, 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 dun. Well, now there's a situation, and it almost broke Candy Matson's heart when someone told her there was no Santa helper. One Jack Frost. Listen, here she is to tell you all about it.
That's right. What the man said. I ran into a deal where we had a missing Santa Claus helper, Jack Frost. The gent with the icicles was supposed to talk to the tiny tots at Brownstone, one of San Francisco's larger and classier department stores. I'd gone down there that afternoon shopping. I wanted a bow tie for my old pal Inspector Ray Mallard of San Francisco Police. Oh, God. A bow tie that lit up and spelled Cossack when you press the button on the battery. That was when I bumped into my gal, Myra Fisher. We went up to her office on the 6th floor and she sat me down. Cigarette at me too.
You think I'm fooling around about this Jack Frost thing, right? Don't you, Candy?
Well, now, look, dear. We all have a little peckadoodles.
Peccadillos. It's peccadillos, dear. That's all it is. All right, Candy?
Yours just merely happened to be a missing Jack Frost. You'll get over it.
I refrain from hurling this ashtray at you. I really do. Okay? But Candy, only because of our long acquaintance, I'm not doing it.
Good.
Yeah, really good. I'm going to tell you how good it is. Now listen to me. We've had a Santa Claus helper here for almost a month, a darn good one. The kids are crazy about him. And guess what? This morning,
What?
he didn't show.
You don't suppose Jackie Boy got in the mood and caught the Christmas spirit, do you? You know, the kind that comes in pints?
Nah, he wasn't that kind of Joe.
Well, your answer's simple. Hire a new one.
They're hired through an agency. I called the one we do business with, and they're fresh out of Jack Frost. And
Come on.
yeah, Candy, I gotta get one. Otherwise, I come down 10 notches in opinion of the brass.
I don't want you to think I'm unsympathetic, Myra, but what can I do?
Well, you get around, you know. I've heard it. You know you find me somebody, anybody who will take the place of Jack Frost.
Well, okay. I'll do the best I can, Myra.
Candy, you're a doll.
Yeah, one of Santa's dears. Okay, I'll try to find you a Jack Frost, Myra, but don't hold it against me if he turns out to look more like Humpty Dumpty.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, how fun it is to ride in one horse open. Say hey.
I went home and I looked up the Webster definition of soft. It said soft, easily yielding to pressure. That was me, Candy Matson. Girl, dope. Here I had all my Christmas shopping to do, and I agreed to find a substitute Jack Frost. I mean, I had no idea where to even start. So I changed it to something red and green for a stop and go also for Christmas, and went over to see my friendly advisor. I swear, I can't read with this new prescription. I went to go see my friendly advisor, Rembrandt Watson. Rembrandt is a photographer and excellent too. Now that he doesn't have the Sherry Shivers or the Port Paul days, he lives on California Street. Just kitten rompers from Old St. Mary's with a statue of his son, Yat Sen for company and park next door. I have no idea what I just read.
How delightful. Do come in, won't you?
Oh, thanks, Rembrandt.
Okay. You're acquainted with my friend Diogenes Murphy, aren't you?
Oh, yes. Hello again, Mr. Murphy.
I can never say that name right.
Diogenes.
Well, good afternoon, lass. You look prettier than ever than last time I saw you.
Oh, here comes the blondie.
Young lady, Diogenes Murphy, the honest Irishman, never says a word he doesn't mean. How do you think I managed to sell so many used cars at me place on Van Ness Avenue.
Look at us.
Because you're an honest Irishman with a really weird accent.
But you're right, lass. Incidentally, if you need a good car, I could get you one at a very reasonable.
I need you.
Sorry, I get carried away.
I didn't mean to barge in on you like this, Rembrandt.
Don't be ridiculous, dear.
No, don't be. Thinking nothing of it, lass. I'm on my way now, Rembrandt. I were only discussing the situation of the war.
Have you been taking those little pills again?
And what conclusion did you come?
Thanks. The bottoms of the afternoon to both ye.
Say that again.
What?
I think we should have a commercial break. Cigarettes are bad for you, but in this time period, people smoked them without filters. Let's all take a breath and go a little bit slower, shall we? And you know what would be great? Tracy Locke, if I could get your microphone near your voice, that'd be awesome.
You can't hear me? Here we go.
It got really low and all, and I just wanted to give you that because you're really funny, and I think the audience at home should hear you.
Is that
I mean, I'm just sure. Can everyone hear us all? I love it.
Okay. All right.
Oh, he's quite a boy.
Yes, I'm very fond of Diogenes, whatever his name is. What brings you around, my dear?
Jack Frost. Good, I got my accent back.
Yes. Getting into our conversation. Maybe the Jack Frost. Getting on with our conversation. Brings you around. What brings you around this way, my dear?
Jack Frost.
Maybe the needle is bad. Shall we try it again?
I know how you feel. I reacted the same way myself. I'll give you the pocket-sized edition. The Brownstone department store is without a Santa Claus helper. Jack Frost. He didn't show up for work this morning. I said I'd find him a new one, okay?
Oh, that's very sweet of you, Dove.
Very dumb of me, Dove. I know of only one character who even remotely looks like Jack Frost. I met him up in here in Alaska when I was traveling with the USO.
Won't do you much good down here, doll. That's why I'd say collect the phone numbers, not just the notches. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, whatever. No, that's not why I came to see you, Rembrandt. Don't you keep a cross file on models you've used in photography?
Ooh, as a matter of fact, I do. Here's a little book. Let me take a look. Let's see. Man, thin, extremely thin. I have just one. Pietro Tarantello. Would you care for a Sicilian Jack Frost?
In Sicily, yes. Hey, what's that?
Hold on. Where?
On that chair next to you.
Oh, that's the afternoon paper, dear. Diogenes left it.
Yes. But what's on the front page? Oh, wait. Why?
What is on the front page, Candy?
Here's the whole story about the missing Jack Frost on the front page. What's it got in his Christmas stocking? A slug through the head.
That's no way to treat Jack Frost.
Oh, and here's a picture of the guy without his false icicles.
What a ham. Looks like he stepped right out of an 1890 Shakespearean play.
Oh my God, I hate to say this, Rembrandt, but he resembles you.
Well, then I take back everything I said.
Rembrandt.
Divorce yourself from that tongue, Candy. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Rembrandt, I've got an idea. Plug in your headphones.
Is they really that bad? Hold
Yeah.
on. Hold on, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
see him in your hands, Rembrandt. I see what you're trying to do. You don't want anybody to pinch you, so you decided not to use your headphones.
No, my phone is dying, so that's what's happening. Oh my Lord! And
Oh, Rembrandt,
hold on a minute. Rembrandt is still here. Rembrandt
we
is
hear you
having
so clear
technical
now.
difficulties. Rembrandt is still here. Okay, all right, we're all right, ladies and
Beautiful,
gentlemen.
beautiful.
Rembrandt's a little temperamental. Y'all have to know that, okay? All right.
We know
it. Go ahead. You're telling me about, I said you usually do have a good idea.
I do, and you're it, Rembrandt. Don't tell me to divorce myself from that tone of voice. I don't care if you don't like it. Rembrandt, why am I talking like you?
I don't know. You're making fun of me right to my own face. Okay, you're gonna tell me, Rembrandt, I've got an idea, and I'm gonna say I usually
Rembrandt,
do.
I've got a good idea.
You usually do.
You like little children.
I can't stand them.
Well, you like to talk to people.
I abhor conversation.
You like to be charming.
Lost me charm.
What? Gay?
Who you calling gay? Well, even if I was gay, I lost my gay.
Oh my God. With the help of a few icicles, Ducky, you're going to be Jack freaking Frost.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Rembrandt fought. He argued. He paced the floor. He had the vapors. He fainted. I brought him to. I won the argument. There's some music there.
La 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 la.
I got my friend Myra Fisher on the phone and informed her that one R. Watson would assume the role of Jolly Jack Frost on the morrow. She was delighted. I couldn't say the same for Rembrandt. Then I went home. I was greeted by a sound very much like that of a phone ringing. Using my instincts, I figured it was a phone. And it was. Hello? Candy Matson.
How do you do, Miss Matson? Allow me to introduce myself.
Aloud.
My name is Burke, Prentice Burke. I'm the first assistant vice president of the Brownstone.
Brownstone? Oh, yes. That's a store of some kind, isn't it?
Yeah. Now, the reason for my call. There has been, shall I say, a rather unfortunate occurrence in our store today.
So I read.
I need the help of a professional sleuth. You are highly recommended by the head of our advertising department, Miss Myra Fisher.
Aha! The plot thickens.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, no need to. You didn't do anything. Okay, care to talk to me now, Mr. Burke?
Oh, I'd much rather have you come down to my office, Miss Matson. This matter is of extremely confidential nature.
Well, then I'm your girl, then. Figuratively speaking, how long will you be there?
As long as necessary. That's up to you.
Very well. I'll be there in a half hour if I can find a place to park.
Candy doesn't worry about parking because she's got the candy parking angels. Candy is magical and she's smart and she can figure out what's going on.
I only had time for a fast change, so I made it from indiscreet to taboo? Is that what that says?
Mm-hmm.
I sniffed at it and felt it was it was on the right scent. Then I climbed in my car, drove down from Kearney Street, waved a crisp single under the nose of a hotel doorman, and had my car taken care of. Then into the Brownstone and up to Mr. Pat Fritton's office, Burke's office, somebody's office. I don't even know where I am right now. I flipped a hit past the girl secretary and walked on in. Burke was waiting for me. That was obvious. I could tell by the expression on his face. It was worried look. Number 12-3. B.
He looks worried, really worried.
How do you do, Mr. Burke? I'm Candy Matson.
Sit down, won't you?
Thank you. Now, a subject. What is it?
A man named Jordan.
That's on another network.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, that's all right. Now, about this Jordan.
Yes, Ralph Jordan to be exact.
Well, that's a relief. For a moment, I thought you wanted to talk about Jack Frost.
That's just it. He was Jack Frost.
Ooh, me and my big mouth.
He was working here until yesterday afternoon. Maybe you read about it. He was found shot today.
Yes, I read about it.
That's the reason I've called you.
Why didn't you have your own sword detectives take over, Mr. Burke?
No, that would never do. I want no one in the store to know what's going on.
Ah, intrigue.
Quite possibly. I have reason to suspect that Jordan was killed by someone in our employee. I want to find out who that someone was before the police do and get it splashed all over the front pages.
Publicity conscious, eh?
Well, business has been off for a whole year, and any bad breaks in the press would hurt us much more.
Well, maybe you got a point there. I don't know.
I know I have.
Okay, I'll take the job. You say you have suspicion? What is it?
Well, nothing tangible. It's just a feeling I have.
Oh, that's a big help. Well, I'll mush around and I'll see what I can pick up. I'll bill you tomorrow for my first day's work. It's much easier to sustain a friendship on a daily basis. You know what I mean? Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. I left Burke looking as though someone had just called his store a bazaar. It was closing time, so I hefted my way through the crush and retrieved my car from the doorman. The Hall and the Justice is right on my way home. Oh, the Hall of Justice. Uh-oh. Mystery continues. The Hall of Justice is right on my way home, so I decided to drop in on my old pal Mallard, Inspector Ray Mallard of some San Francisco homicide. A nice guy, served coffee to on Sunday mornings if you could ever lasso him. I never could get strong enough to rope. We're singing the music. Our musician left. The orchestra passed out.
Candy, what brings you around here?
Oh, I hate to have my Christmas ruined so early. What about the Jack Frost character?
Ah, yeah. Poor guy got it good.
Oh, where'd you find him?
In his apartment, over on 17th. He lived near Seal Stadium. Why so interested, Candy?
Rembrandt's a dead ringer for the guy.
I still don't get
The gal who's head of advertising the Brownstone was going out of her head for another Jack Frost. I talked to Rembrandt into taking the job.
Ha!
Does sound funny, doesn't it? Brings me up to date, Mallard. Did you get any dope on the killing?
Nothing but a 45 slug out of the guy's wall. Ballistis is checking it now.
Nothing else?
If I did, I should tell you.
No, I guess not.
This goes beyond just the normal curiosity, Candy. What are you drilling for?
Oh, only that I'm worried about Rembrandt. I got him the job. I'm responsible. I wouldn't want anything to happen to him.
Ask a silly question, Mallard, and you get a silly answer. Okay, let's forget about it. How about dinner tonight?
I fought this thing long enough. Okay.
Oh, Candy.
Yes, Mallard.
We've known each other for a good long time, haven't we?
That's right. Ever since the fair on Treasure Island.
We've had our little quarrels, our little misunderstandings.
Oh, but they never seem to last long, though, do they?
No, that's why I feel I have every right to ask you a question.
Why, yes, I'd say you do, Malad.
Maybe I'll ask you tonight.
No, go ahead. Now's as good a time as any.
Perhaps it is Candy.
Hmm.
You get around a lot. You meet people. Do you know where I can get a couple of tickets to the Rose Bowl game?
There's something crazy happening to Candy.
My brain lit up like a Roman candle. I stormed for the door, turned back, stood there, my jaw waggling helplessly.
That's right. It happened to Candy.
Then I stuck my tongue out at Malad and left.
It was so sad. She had no interest in Mallard.
It was the only thing I could think of doing. Oh, he could make me so mad. But inside half an hour after I got home, I started to laugh. I felt much better. Just as I was puttering around getting ready, the apartment buzzer buzzed. Oh, is that Malad? Much too early. But I was wrong. It wasn't Malad.
Da, 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 da.
Well, Myra, what a surprise. Do come in, won't you?
No thanks, Candy. A friend of mine's waiting in his car outside. He's driving me home.
Oh, I'm sorry you can't stay for a moment.
So am I, dear. I just dropped by to leave this. Merely a token of thanks for getting me off the hook.
What? Oh, Myra, there wasn't any need to do that.
Oh, it's just an old pair of stockings, dear. Getting me Jack Frost means more than you know. Here, please, just take them.
Oh,
Along with my very deepest thanks.
well, thanks so much. A girl could always use them. Are you all set with my friend, Mr. Watson?
Oh, yes, he came in this afternoon and filled out his withholding tax and so on. He's very, very nice.
Oh, I think you'll find him very efficient, Myra.
Oh?
What's the matter?
Pardon me. I didn't mean to frighten you.
Ow!
Oh, Malad.
Silly of me. I almost jumped a foot.
Oh, that's all right. He frightens me too, Myra. I'd like to have you meet Inspector Malad. Inspector Miss Fisher.
How do you do?
Well, fine,
Well-
thank you. Now that I've caught my breath, do forgive me, Candy, but I must rush. I gotta go. I'll see you soon, I hope.
Tomorrow, Myra. I'll be down to see how my lad's doing his Jack Frost. Thanks for the stockings.
Well, aren't you going to invite me in?
No, I'm not. Here's my coat right here. What's the hurry? Come on, let's go. I'm starved.
I thought we could have a cocktail here before we left.
Huh. You thought wrong. 2 tickets to the Rose Bowl. From now on, you earn your cocktails, Malad.
Cocktails for 2, that's what she said. You gotta work for what ins Candy's head. Nobody knows what's going on except for Candy.
We went downstairs, and as I locked the front door, a car was just driving off. It was Myra, and she waved. And driving, if these tired old eyes haven't deceived me, was Mr. Prentice Burke, Vice President of the Brownstone. Well,
Candy was pissed. And you don't want to get Candy pissed because there's...
Oh, well, Malad and I climbed into our car and drove out to the Cliff House. It was that kind of evening. We had dinner, and after I suggested we walk a bit. The night was crisp and clear, and the evening star was hanging out above the dark waters of the Pacific like an iridescent Japanese lantern. It cut across a little road above Sutro Baths, where an old car had once stood, and worked our way over the cliffs and stood high above Land's End. It was exhilarating.
Dun 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 dun.
Penny for your thoughts, Candy?
Inflation is still here.
All right, make it 2 pennies.
Well, I was just thinking, Mallet dear, when you see a star in the sky, soft water below, feel Christmas in the air, how can there be violence in the world?
Ah, an age-old question, pal. One I can't answer. I'm too small. Hey, you're cold. I'd better put my arm around you.
Mallet, no.
What's the matter?
The headlights from the automobiles are shining right down on us, and Mallet!
Candy, what's wrong?
Got your flashlight with you?
Sure. Also, my gun and my handcuffs. Anything else we need? A mortar, maybe?
The lights from that car, they shone on something down there, under the tree.
Candy, just for once, can't you stop digging up a mystery? Be human?
I am being human. Come on, Mallet. I want to see what's under that tree.
What could be behind the tree? Candy will find out for you and for me.
Ooh, we scrambled around through the brush, slipped into some sliding sand, and rode the crest down to the tree. It wasn't easy to get around some of those branches, but get there I fully intended doing, because what I saw was red, bright red.
Dun 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 dun.
You okay, Candy?
Nothing that a pair of new nylons won't fix. Shoot the flashlight over this way a bit, Mallet.
Ah.
There, that's it. Now, do you think I'm dreaming things up now?
What is it?
Wait till I hold it up.
Well, looks like some kind of costume.
Right, and look, if those ain't bloodstains, I'm a Labrador Retriever.
No, you're Candy Matson. Those are bloodstains.
Mm-hmm. How was your boy dressed when you found him?
Torn slacks, sweater, shoes, no socks.
This was most likely his costume, then.
Yeah, don't move around too much, Candy. I want to have a good look at the ground.
Hey, what are you doing down there?
Who's that?
The police! Now get up here and don't try any tricks.
That's all right, officer. This is Inspector Mallard. Homicide.
Oh, sorry, Inspector.
That's all right. Stay right where you are. We'll be right up. Well, this is a break, Candy. I want you to drive me to a phone. I'll leave the officer here to guard the place. You can go home. I've got work to do here, okay?
Yeah, sure. Well, for once, we had dinner before you had a chance to break the date.
Candy doesn't like it when people break dates. Anything can happen when Candy is mad. You don't want to see Candy pissed off, so just be a nice guy to Candy.
Okay, well, this baby was hard to reconstruct. Was the guy knocked out there at Land's End, or was he bumped off at his apartment? The killer driving way out to the beach and hiding the costume? Only time would tell. I went home, climbed into bed, and logged about 8 hours of sleep. Enough to give me fuel for the next day. In the morning, I went down to the brownstone. The shoppers were already swarming through the place. I spotted a floor walker and strolled over to him. Pardon me, sir. I said, pardon me, sir.
That's not me.
I know. Hold on. Sorry. I'm very busy, young lady. Make this as brief as possible.
You do work here, don't you?
Of course I work here.
You are the floor worker assigned to the section.
That is correct. Please come to the point.
Ugh. Of all the, I have a good mind to report you.
As you wish. As I said, I'm very, very busy. Now, what is it that you wanted to know?
The words are like gale in my
Goal,
in my
darling,
mouth.
goal.
Oh.
You're angry at me. You're very angry.
Well, you
at
know
me.
why? Because I don't have my glasses and I can't read my script.
Oh, darling.
Here we go.
I told you to get those glasses fixed.
Well, listen, it's because you couldn't get me into your store in time,
Oh,
floor walker.
oh, please. What do you
Okay.
need?
Okay, let me find out.
You don't
Where
have to
were we?
report me. I said I'm very busy. What is it you want to know?
Oh, that's right. The words are like gall in my mouth. Now, where do I find Jack Frost?
Right over there in the back, 2 aisles over.
Thank you.
Not at all.
Very much. Of all the high-handed characters, people like this make me steam. Ooh, I was getting up a full head of dander, but it simmered out before I had a chance to boil over. Because as I rounded a corner, I saw Frosty Boy, or Rembrandt, if you choose, up on his platform with the cutest little blonde kid sitting on his lap.
Well, look who we have here. A great big boy. Hello there, son.
Hello, Jack Frost.
What's your name?
Topper.
Topper. Wow, what a fine name. How old are you, Topper?
5.5.
Well, 5.5. You must go to school, Topper. Which one?
Garfield.
Garfield. That's a good school. Now tell me, what would you like to have Santa Claus tell me to bring you for Christmas, Topper?
An electric train and a baseball bat, and I'd like to be in the seal for Lefty O'Toole.
Well, I'll see what I can do to arrange that, Topper. I'll tell Santa Claus you're a real good boy. Bye now.
Goodbye, and thank you, and Merry Christmas.
Ooh, I hope you can make the boy's wish come true. O'Toole could use them.
Candy, I'm so glad you're here. Duck around into the back room for a moment. I've got to talk to you.
Aren't you working, Frosty Boy?
I've got 10 minutes off every hour. Now, I'll take the break right around there, Candy. Go.
Okay, I'll see you in a moment.
I'll tell you what's the matter, Candy. Are you going to ask me or not? Aren't you concerned? I had you sneak in
I am
here.
concerned. What's the matter, Rembrandt? Even under those icicles, you look warm under the collar.
Here, look at this. Every now and again, one of these knoppets toddles up to me with a Christmas letter in its hand. A little red-headed girl handed me this about a half hour ago, and I've been shaking ever since.
Let me see. Ooh. Dear Jack Frost, a word to the wise is sufficient. When you take your lunch hour, keep on going. Don't come back. Otherwise, you'll meet the same fate as your predecessor. Just about what I expected.
Candy, you can't mean to say that you are deliberately using me as a sacrificial lamb.
By no means, Ducky. Go ahead, take your lunch. Then do as the note says. Keep on going. As a matter of fact, why don't you take off now? I'll meet you at your place in about an hour.
Well, that's the best news I've heard since Nelson's victory at Trafalgar.
Oh. I whipped upstairs, reported to Prentice Burke, got my first day's check, and on my way out, told the secretary she better get Burke some smelling salts. Then I went back down on the floor again. Sure enough, there was my boy, Floor Walker. I want to have a few more words with him.
Oh, you again.
If you don't mind, I was just up to see Miss Myra Fisher. She wasn't in. Have you seen her down here?
No, and what's more, I won't see her all day. She phoned saying she was feeling ill. Most inconsiderate, I must say, especially during the holiday rush.
Yes, I must say. Could you give me her address? She's a friend of mine. I've got to see her.
Her address? Well, yes, I'll write it down here on one of my cards for you. Myra Fisher, 227 F Union Street. There.
Ooh, thank you. You're so kind.
Not at all.
I had all the ammunition I wanted, a check signed by Burke, and a card written by the floor walker. His name was Simon Liggett. With that, I ducked into a phone booth and called Mallard.
Dun 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 dun.
Homicide. Mallard speaking.
Good boy, this is Candy. What'd you find out at Land's End last night?
Couple of very juicy footprints that gives us nothing.
Did you make any casts of them?
Why, sure.
Mind if I borrow a couple of them for a few hours, Mallard?
Well, I don't see how it'll hurt. Sure, okay.
Thanks, Mallard, dear. I'll be by in a moment, and I want to borrow you, too.
Nobody knows what Candy is up to, but we're gonna find out now. Pow.
I stopped by the Hall of Justice, got the casts of the footprints, shoved Mallard into the car, and then I choked.
Candy, are you choking on stuff again? I told you just swallow it. Don't try to keep it in your mouth.
You know a lady doesn't swallow.
It's not what I've heard about you, Candy.
Oh, you better watch your words, Mallard, because you know what? I won't even worry about going near yet with a 10.
That's not Mallard. You've been with so many guys you don't even know which one's up. I'm Rembrandt.
Oh, that's right. Paint yourself, Rembrandt. That's what you're good at. Okay.
Golly.
I stopped by the Hall of Justice. Hey, listen, I got a story to tell here.
Go ahead.
I shoved Mallard into the car and I picked up Rembrandt. The thing was only a hunch, but my hunches have paid off, so I never ignored them. First, we went out to an address on 5th Avenue near Clement. We got in the back door and went to work. Nothing made sense there, so we drove off to Reseda Way in the marina. Again, we got in and did some sleuthing, and this time we hit the jackpot. A pair of shoes in the closet matched the casts we had brought with us. Rembrandt, go out in the kitchen and see if this place has any ketchup. Huh?
I'm not hungry, Dove, but I will look.
What are you up to, Candy? We've got enough to swing a case here.
I'm working for a voluntary confession. Mallard, tell me, what was the position that Jack Frost was in when you found him dead?
In a chair, like that one. His head slumped down on his chest.
Good.
Here's the catsup, Dove. What are you putting it on?
You.
What?
Without the bun or the relish, Ducky. Sit down there. Will you, Rembrandt? Shh. Please. Now, just go limp and let your head hang down. That's it. Now for a little seasoning.
Oh, Candy, you're smearing me with this sticky stuff. I'm not used to girls doing it.
Oh, all this for the sake of art. Hold still. Hey, how does that look, Mallard?
Why, of all the Candy, it looks like the same guy, the real thing.
Good. Now, Rembrandt, you just sit like that. Don't move. Mallard, you duck into that closet over there, and I'll hide in here, okay? We've got a good view of the front door from both places, okay?
Okay. There are times, Candy, when I admit I admire your genius.
Genius, schmeenius. Come on, let's hide. Doo,
Huh?
doo, doo. The golden shafts of the sun splashing in through the window from the ocean slowly turned into pink, then purple, then into twilight. The minutes ticked on. Once,
Achoo!
what? Bless you. But quiet though, Rembrandt. You'll mess up your ketchup. 5 minutes. 10. Then we heard muffled footsteps coming down the hall and a key inserted into the lock of the apartment door.
Ah, no, it can't be. The old fool I killed. No.
Okay, buddy. That'll be about enough.
Oh,
Ooh.
no.
Get him, Malad. He's ducking.
I'll get him.
Oh, no. Oh.
Oh, nice tackle, Malad.
All right, Mac. You gotta remain peaceful, or do I have to give you a little tap?
No. I'll be quiet. You got me. I did it. I did it to the both of them. I killed them. I killed both of them.
Both of them?
Yeah. Look behind the sofa. The sofa. The girl. And that Jack Frost.
Oh my God. The sofa? Wait a minute, Malad. Oh, Malad.
More trouble, Candy?
Yes. An old friend of mine. The late Myra Fisher.
Dun 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 dun.
The whole thing was jealousy. Not the jealousy of a man for a woman, but the jealousy of a man for her job. Simon Liggett had been with the Brownstone for almost 20 years. He worked himself up from the stock boy to a place where he'd been promised a job of head of advertising and promotion. He almost got it, except at the last moment, Prentice Burke gave the position to Myra Fisher. That had only been 2 weeks. Wait a second before. He knew that Myra was on a probationary term, so he did everything he could to undermine her. Little things like changing ad copy, sending out false stories to newspapers. He figured that if he could keep the store without a Santa Claus helper, he'd break Myra's back and get the job by the first of the year. Oh, he paid a visit to the first Jack Frost and tried to bribe him into quitting, but the guy would have none of it. There was a struggle. Liggett lost his head and whipped out a gun and boom, shot him. He was still in his costume, so Liggett stripped him, put on some old clothes, drove him out to Land's End, and ditched his costume. Then he felt sure that there would be no Jack Frost for the next day. But that's when Myra met me, and I talked Rembrandt into taking over. By this time, Liggett was in a frenzy and would stop at nothing. He trailed Myra and Burke to Myra's home, killed her, took a body over to his place, and ditched it behind the sofa.
Dun 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 dun.
The next morning, he wrote a note to Rembrandt and gave it to one of those little girls waiting in line to see him. Fear and envy were taking their toll on the poor guy's mind. I wanted to compare the handwriting, so I had Burke write me a check and Liggett write Myra's address on a card. Also, we had the footprint cast. Between the two, everything pointed towards Liggett. Well, that's when I staged my little parlor charade with Rembrandt playing the part of a corpse. The sight, with Rembrandt's resemblance to the dead Jack Frost, would shatter anybody into confession. But Christmas, in spite of everything, is a lovely time of year. And there is a Santa Claus. 3 of them for me. As a matter of fact, Mr. Prentice Burke, who sent me a very nice check for my efforts, Rembrandt Watson, who, out of sheer love for the job, went back to playing Jack Frost for all the kids at the brownstone. And last but not least, Inspector Mallet. He gave me a Christmas sock right on my mouth, just where any well-placed Christmas sock should go.
Dun, 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 dun. Listen again next week at this time for excitement and adventure. Just dial
Candy Matson, and a Merry Christmas to you all. Yukon 2-8209.
Candy. She solves everything. She knows what to do. She's the girl with the ring. Just give her a ring at Yukon 2-8209. Heard tonight were Helen Klebe as Myra Fisher, Lou Tobin as Prentice Burke, and John Grover as Simon Liggett. Jack Thomas plays the role of Rembrandt Watson, and Henry Leff is heard as Inspector Mallet. The program stars Natalie Masters as Candy and is written and produced by Monty Masters. Sound effects were created by Bill Brunell and Jay Rendon, and Eloise Rowan is heard on the organ. The characters in tonight's story are entirely fictitious, with the exception of the part of Topper, which was played by Topper himself. Any resemblance to actual people is purely coincidental. This program came to you from San Francisco. Dudley Manlove speaking. Dun, 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 dun. You are tuned for the stars on NBC. Ding, ding, ding. You did it, ladies. That was epic.
That was awesome.
My God, we did it. We did it just in the nick of time, Donna. You're not going to be late for your next program. Things are really
I
good.
am like booked to the max tonight.
Dame Sherry Freed, you did an amazing job. Sherry, is there anything you want to say to our gorgeous Girls Gone Green audience?
Oh, it's always a pleasure working with these two.
How fun was that story?
Oh, it's a good story.
Oh my God, it was great. It was great. You got to join us. You have to join us next week, ladies and gentlemen of Girls Gone Green. All those green beaners out there when we do part 3 of Candy Matson. And we will have another guest star. But give it up one more time for Dame Sherry Freed, ladies and gentlemen.
Freed. Let's see if we can get her big. Wait.
Yeah, maybe we got to get her big.
No,
we're getting you
okay,
big.
okay.
Yeah, we got to get Sherry Freed big.
I don't even know
Jazz
how to
hands
do it.
for
Everyone
Sherry
just want to
Freed.
get big.
Jazz hands for Sherry Freed. Well, Sherry, seriously, we're giving you tons of love for being
Thank
a
you,
teacher.
ladies.
And thank you so much for showing up, even though you have a busy summer school special.
I love summer school specials. You know that.
I know, but thank you for being here. We love you. You're amazing.
Love
And
my
we hope
green
to see-
girls.
And we
Yes.
have to say a special thanks to everybody that watched. Thank you to our audience. We love that you're here week after week. And if you want to see more of Donna and Tracy, we'll be back Monday for
Oh, yay!
Practical Magic.
Oh, Practical Magic Mondays.
That's right. If you want to be there, you don't have to manifest it. Just go on Facebook.
And is Kim Mazzella going to be there?
Oh, we're manifesting that for sure.
Awesome. Okay, well, ladies, we can't go out without our song. So, Sherry, you're going to get the high notes to be ready. Here we go. Ready?
Hello?
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Our girls gone green. Coming to you live from quarantine. Hit it, Sherry.
Girls gone green, Donna and Tracy. You know what I mean, because they're
Oh, yes, girls gone
green.
Give it up one more time for the Sherry Freed. Sherry, we're going to have you call in just to hit those high notes. That was amazing. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on
Enjoy.
Monday. Thank you.
Bye.